Welcome to the first ever summit on SIFs, Cafemutual SIF Summit. Okay, what I'm going to be doing is a kind of a recap. I'm going to be raising the curtains for what you could expect through the day. And I want to before that, I wanted to put the SIF category in context. I like to believe that this is a game changer. This is a category which is a structural addition to the Indian capital markets, as much as mutual funds, as much as PMS, as much as AIFs.
Good.
So, what is this new category and how did it emerge? It started in April 2025 when SEBI came out with a set of guidelines. And why was that necessary? So there were many reasons for that. By early 2025, mutual funds had grown to almost 65 lakh crores, and PMS and AIF industries were also flourishing. However, there was a big gap in the middle. What was that gap? So let's look at mutual funds and the alternates categories in context. So mutual funds, on one hand, are simple products, and as we move up the scale towards the alternate side, it gets more complex. Mutual funds start with amounts as low as 500. Alternates, on the other hand, require PMS requires a minimum of 50 lakh. SIF requires a minimum of 1 crore. So mutual funds are simple, and alternates are a lot more evolved and a lot more complex. So there was this huge gap in the middle, and that is what that is precisely the gap that these SIFs fulfill. So what do? They combine mutual fund like transparency, and they give the flexibility of PMS and AIFs. So also by this time, the Indian investor had evolved. So now people were looking for products which were not as simple as mutual funds. They were expecting a lot more. They were wanting to contain, they were trying to limit the drawdowns. They were looking for less volatility. And this is where exactly SIFs come in. And one important thing is, while they have the flexibility of alternates, particularly AIF Khatri, but they also enjoy the tax advantages of a mutual fund structure. So what is it that SIFs can do, which mutual funds can't? Number one, they can go long and short. Mutual funds are not allowed to do that. They can run concentrated portfolios. Mutual funds, as we know, have limits on how much they can invest in a sector and what percentage of money they can put in individual stocks. So SIFs can run concentrated portfolios. Mutual funds, by design and by philosophy, are not geared to respond to market on a daily basis. So mutual funds, by design and philosophy, are made to take a long-term view. On the other hand, SIFs are far more nimble, and they can take positions based on market conditions. And finally, like I said, SIFs aim for consistency. They are not necessarily linked to market returns. So what else can SIFs do which mutual funds can't? They can generate returns in sideways markets. So that's very useful. And we saw that play out over a period of 1 year when Indian markets, before the geopolitical situation became bad, Indian markets were really going nowhere. So they were around the range of 75, 80,000, 80, 85,000. So SIFs also offer better risk management. And SIFs use more sophisticated strategies. They can use long short, they can use market neutral, and they take advantage of special situations. So net, they provide for a smoother investor experience. So who should use SIFs? So any of your clients who are looking for a more stable journey in their portfolios should be able to. Someone who's not satisfied with the plain vanilla mutual fund products, and someone who wants to go beyond basic products. So today, as we talk, there are 11 AMCs which are active. 9 have launched, 2 are in the process of gathering, and some more are in the offing. Okay. So far, we've seen the launch of multiple strategies, though we've not seen the launch of a debt category SIF. I'm sure over a period of time, as our markets become more evolved, as our markets become more mature, we will see that also. The good thing is that in a short span of time, over 6,000 distributors have cleared the certification and are today eligible to distribute SIFs. So 16 plus live strategies have been launched. The categories include equities long short, the categories include equity X top 100 long short, and the biggest category is hybrid long short. So in a span of about 6 months, I would say, the data is as of March end, and the first SIF got launched sometime in September. So with a history of just about 6-7 months, the industry has gathered 10,600. The AUM actually is 10,600 crores. So it indicates that there's been a rapid early adoption, though the scale is different, but I don't remember that any point of time, even when the open-ended mutual funds came into being, it took the industry a few years to reach the mark of 10,000 crores. Similarly, I remember even in the early days of PMS, they struggled. I think it took the industry a few years to reach the 10,000 crore mark, which this is done in a matter of 6 to 7 months. So where is the money going? The money is largely going in
Clear.
the money is largely going in long short, hybrid long short. 75% of the money has come there. Another 15% has come in equity long short, and the balance has come in other strategies.
Excuse.
So what has been the performance? It's a little too early. Many of them have a track record of just a few months. But in spite of that, some trends are discernible. The data shows that there is less volatility compared to mutual funds. They are designed to be more stable, and many of them meet that particular criteria. And yeah, they've delivered largely on the promise that they've made. So who's investing today? It's clearly the more sophisticated investor. The ticket size is 10 lakh and above. So this attracts what I would call the mass affluent. It is a premium amount, but not large enough to deter the mass affluent. So there's a huge market for us. At this, like any emerging category, there is friction. And what is it, if we can kind of enumerate? It's low awareness among distributors. It's product complexity. These products are very complex to understand for both distributors and investors. So far, there's a limited track record, but that, I guess, only time can solve. And the client communication challenges. There is low awareness and even poorer understanding. So it's a matter of time before they get conviction. Operational readiness still evolving. So what will drive growth? More AMCs launching products. The SIFs will have a better track record by this time, in the next couple of years. And obviously from 6,000, it's a matter of time before the number reaches, let's say, 60,000. And there is going to be a wider strategy innovation. Like I mentioned, that some of them are strategies that have been not so common. And so things like InVETs, REITs, market neutral, special situation, this is not something that we've been very familiar with in India. So there's going to be wider strategy innovation, and hopefully the debt category will also come on its own. So if you are dealing with mutual funds and other products, why should this matter to you? Why should it matter to you? Because you can take the conversation with your client to a different level. Otherwise, it's restricted to market से उठता है तो मेरा वैल्यू उठता है, मार्केट गिरता है तो मेरे प्रोडक्ट्स का वैल्यू गिरता है. You're also able to talk more easily about the ticket sizes. The average ticket size in the industry, in the mutual fund industry, remains abysmally low. And this is an opportunity for you to increase your ticket size. And these are better portfolios solutions. They add a lot of stability to your portfolio, which is something which a regular mutual fund cannot. And obviously, it means additional revenue streams to you. So I just want to end with one on this particular note. SIF is not just a product to understand. SIFs present a very big business opportunity for you. And finally, what I'd like to say is that any new emerging category rewards the first movers. And SIFs is at that particular stage today. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sure you'll have a great day today.